to Petite Street. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. But now, I know I've been a little slow the last couple weeks getting on, but we're going to be finishing up our little kitchen here, or we're in what they call in the South the short rows, as we're coming down to the end. Today we are going to be putting a skylight down this side of the kitchen, and skylight and a window on this side. So we'll show you that if I can get that in focus. I don't know if you can see that, but right along this side here is skylight and window, and that's what we'll be working on today. And so I want to invite you, of course, to, if you like the program, to like it. You can also subscribe, which I really appreciate. And I think there's a bell that if you push that, then you're notified when the shows are on. So I would like to ask you to do that. But at this time, let us now work on putting our skylight and windows on the kitchen. So the first step that we have to do is to take and punch out all these pieces here that are part of the skylight. And following that, we're going to be taking the clear plastic materials, and we're going to be cutting them and fitting them on the different window areas. So at this time I'm gonna go ahead and work on that, and then I'll show you the results of that after I've done the work. So one of the things I noticed is that you have to be very careful in removing these tabs. It's just cardboard, and if you need your X-Acto knife or your blade to cut those little things so that you have a nice clean cut. So just one of the situations that we run into with this. So I'll continue to do that cutting, and when I have them all done, then we'll again look at the instructions and see what the next step is. So now the next step is to bend these over, and I'm going to use a metal ruler to make sure that we bend them correctly on the seam, and we can see it through there like this, and we'll bend those up. Yeah. So we want to do that correctly. Sometimes things that you think will be a simple thing turn out to be a little more complicated, because of course you want to make sure that you don't bend it wrong and have kinks in that. I have one little one there. So that wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be, but we can now go ahead and do the next step, which is to cut the pieces out of the plastic that will fit in the different windows. And I don't know, I may need to seek out another resource for these, but we have some old overhead transparencies that of course haven't been used for years, but if I need them I can cut some of those. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that and show you the product after I have those on. So we have all of the pieces needed for our skylight roof, our skylight roof to the kitchen cut out. And so the next thing I will be doing is assembling that. We're going to have to glue the window, clear glass, clear plastic windows in place, and then each one of them has a backing. And when we get that done, I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll put it on our building. So let me get to work on that. So you can see we have now all the glass put in our window, our skylight and roof, and so the next step is to put it on the dollhouse, and put our little window that's kind of open on there, and we'll see how that looks. So we have this all ready to go. So we'll check back as soon as we have everything in place. So now we're going to take the skylight and the windows, and we're going to attach them to the kitchen itself. So in doing so, we're going to need some glue to put on different areas. So we'll take a little bit of glue and put it down the side here. Not a lot, just a little bit to glue it in place. I'm going to take so we're going to put the glue on here at different places, so that we can make sure that once we get the skylight in place, it will stay there. A lot of glue, but just a little bit. And there we go. Got it glued. I'm going to put this part up here underneath there where it belongs, like that, and hold it there. Bring it down so that it comes to the right place down here, and there are a couple slots down here that it goes in. We can get it to go like that, and we now have our roof on. Our skylight roof for our kitchen. And that glue will dry, and it's kind of got the pressure to hold it in place. So there we have it. Our skylight is in place. And we have a little window to put on. This side right here has a little window that goes in there, and we'll put that in there, and then we'll show you the results. So now we have the little window. It's open. You get a little breeze in the kitchen. Here in Texas we don't do that very often because we have our air conditioners running, but there we go. So we have the Skylight roof with the windows in place. And so that's what we set out to do today, and we've done it. And now next time we're going to be doing a lot of the smaller things that go into the kitchen. But we have our kitchen, and we'll continue to work on that. Watch, our roof tried to shift there. Okay. So there we have it. We've got the Skylight roof on, and the lights are on there. A number of things are in place, but we've got more work to do because there's a lot of things that go into the little kitchen, little pieces that we'll be working on. We might not put them all in there, but we'll see if we can't make the shelves look full, and that there are plenty of things to do the things you do in the kitchen. But there we have the Skylight roof in place, and we're ready to do some of the more, shall we say, small things. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching as I constructed this roof, the Skylight roof, onto the kitchen. We have a number of small things to do before we're completed. But you know, my big dollhouse has been crying out for a little bit of attention while I've made this little dollhouse. So we're probably going to either divide each program into two, and one will be working on the little house or the little bookstore, or we'll also be doing some things, maybe half on that and half on something that we're doing with the big dollhouse. Or we may alternate our programs, or maybe do more programs and alternate them between the two projects. So I hope you enjoyed today, and watching work on the dollhouse roof, on the little roof there. And I just want to say to you that to take the time. The small things in life are really important. Just that small little compliment you might give somebody might make their day, might make their year. Taking time to make some just small positive things in your life. Maybe a note of thanks. Maybe even an actual note of thanks, not just something on the computer, so that the person has something to hold, and or who knows what you can do to enhance the life of others. People who are close to you, people who are just acquaintances, and maybe even people who are far away. We have people who are in the service. We have people who are part of representing us in government on all kinds of levels. And we have people who pick up the trash, and people who do all kinds of other jobs. And maybe just saying thank you to them will really help out. So think about that, And I hope you will join us next time. Until then, God bless, and have something good happen.